I would like that now you pay attention that when you meditate, when you go out of meditation, there is always something which is present in you and never changes. This feeling of presence doesn't depend on whether you are meditating or just simply sitting and looking. It's always the same. There is no difference. Don't search for something incredible, for some special state. Everything is manifested here and now. You just don't believe that it's so simple, and you try to enter certain states. But that's the deepest trap which most of spiritual seekers have. Those who meditate or those who simply walk and move and do something are the same. Look, who is the one who is meditating? There is no difference. What are you doing? Meditating or simply sitting and looking? Find the basis. Who is doing that? That which is present now is present always, independent of anything. It doesn't need any conditions, no any special states, nothing. It's the essence which is always manifested, has always been, and will always be. I want you to pay attention exactly on this, not to escape in meditation into some of your dreams. The one who is meditating and the one who is talking are the same. Pay attention at that, not at what is happening in meditation, but at the one who is experiencing everything. Look at the seer itself. When you are going to be looking there, you will discover that it cannot be seen because the eye cannot see itself. You can only be aware. That which you will be seeing immediately becomes an object in respect to the seer, and you are the subjectivity itself. This subjectivity can only be aware of. It's the only instrument of perceiving, of being aware. All other instruments of perceiving, which you are used to through seeing, hearing, feeling sensations, are just the instruments of the mind. But if you want to go beyond the mind, there is one only means, is to be aware. This instrument you are not using in life on purpose, but it is always present with you, because before anything you are first aware, then you hear, see and feel. First thing is you are aware, but it is such a natural state for you, so you don't see it as an instrument. You're merged with that. You cannot distinguish it as the basis. This is why the only thing you have to do is to pay attention at this natural process of being aware, which every living being has. It is present right now. You don't need a special state for it. Just as you are now, you are aware. Notice this fact. The mic. Sometimes during the concentration on breathing, when I'm sitting, after 1 hour my mind switches off. Abruptly I notice it. And I'm as if sinking in emptiness. I want to ask you if this is the state of the mind or it is the essence. What to do with that? Once I start inquiring, first of all, it's very difficult to do it in this state. And secondly, I lose the state. The state of silence is a natural state for a human, but we are so much used to be in the mind, so when the silence comes, we get fear, like, what is it? Is it natural or not? That's why just be in it. Trust yourself. Your true nature unfolds in your silence. So just be there. Don't be scared. Don't inquire anything. Don't run anywhere. Once the mind gets quiet, be in it. The meaning is just to be in that and don't be anywhere. Just stay there. Give it, surrender to it, one can say. This is the most natural which can be. It's just unusual for you very much, because you're used to always think. In order to be in this world, to exist, it's used that a lot of energy is being spent on the mind. It's just a habit. When you stay in the silence of the mind, when you be in that, just pay attention, not at the sensations, but at the one who is being aware of this silence, the source of awareness of silence.
this moment which you described now, just to stay in the presence, don't pay attention to the sensations. I have the question in this moment, when the gratitude arises in the soul, you know? If in this stage is the moment maybe that the gratitude shows his face or his nature. So we become like thankful, grateful, and happy. It is my question. If in this emptiness, the gratitude appear.
If gratitude appears at this moment, it means the heart unfolds because you dive into the source of the heart. And certainly some feelings, blissful feelings, can arise there, as if you are coming back home and the heart is feeling joyful. This is why you get these sensations. It's very important not to stop there, because for a long time you can be in this sensual perception. You should go on looking into the source. It's same as when you do the Girivalam and you meet a lot of temples on the way. You want to bow to these temples, to express gratitude from your heart. But you know that your way doesn't finish in these temples, and it's important to persuade and to do the complete Girivalam till the end. So it's same here. But the gratitude of the heart helps to do the path. It helps you to come to the end. Yes, there is an end where you discover your true nature. It is the end of suffering, the end of samsara, but it's not the end of you. It's the beginning. It's just the beginning of real life, of enlightened life. It's the beginning of the enlightened life.
Thank you. It was so nice to hear it, actually. Yeah, that there is the end of the suffering and such experience. And this is, I don't know how to explain, but what is the new life? It is, can we understand that if the new life starts really after awakening, we have reached so strong connection with the source that actually the source become us. So we realize the source, in our being.
Yes. You just need to be aware that you are not separate from the source. You don't need to search anything because you are that. How many days it takes to come to self-realization? 1 second is enough. You can do it in any moment once you want. But one must want it truly. How to want it truly? Shall I follow something? It's a call of your heart. Unless you feel this call in your heart, you will not be able to evoke this artificially. You should look honestly and see what it wants. Your heart wants, not the mind, but your heart. To know themselves is the wish of each and every being, because each and every being feels the connection to their true self. But they are searching for it in different objects, in different circumstances. Someone's looking in the material world, someone in the fame, in some achievements, but actually everyone is looking for happiness, which can be attained only when you merge with your true nature. Достичь только соединившись со своей природой.
Represent this maybe also, to represent it in your temple.
It's already present. Just stop believing the mind and trust your heart. It will lead you home. How to know that this is my heart is speaking, that I am honest in my heart? Now I came here and I visit other meetings also. I want to know that I do everything in the right way, and I want it now. The path of the heart, if you live according to it, then you know where it is leading you. And you might notice that when you follow according to the heart, it brings you benevolence. But when you follow your mind, it leads you only to suffering. If you have noticed this, you will discover this intuitive knowledge in yourself. It can't be explained through the mind. You should feel it yourself. I am quite a happy person. I'm not lost or sad. I'm quite happy. I am searching for something which happened to Ramana. That like Ramana looks at you and you get some confidence. I'm searching for that. An absolutely happy person is not searching for anything. An absolutely happy person is happy in what is. If you have inner search, it means the happiness is not complete. This is why complete happiness you can find only by being aware of your true nature.
I am happy, but I want to know what is self-realization. See, I am happy having everything. Physical, moral, spiritual, ethical, religious, I am all getting everything. All vibration, all good everything. But I read in the books and I hear from the people, self-realization is a big higher thing. That I want to know, how can I get? My aim is the ultimate. All I have, whatever people searching.
A certain power has led you here. You are here. That means there is something which leads you on this path. So trust this. If you have inner search, it will lead you. Just trust. Trust this power that is present here, and it's also present in your heart. That's it. There is no any secret. There is no any algorithm or some solution. Only feeling with your own heart. I was attracted here by Ramana. Then I saw your post and I decided to visit.
Please she realized when I start, I also want to give happiness and joy as a guru. If I become so capable, so that by one look I can make realize, I want that capacity. I am happy and everything I have. I got realization. I want that level realization, like Lord Ramana Maharshi, by one look can transform the person. That I want. If she is Guru, she might be having that level. That is why she is preaching. If I am not up to that level, I will not start preaching.
You're waiting for someone to give you something special. But in fact, whatever you're searching is inside of you. It's a great confusion that some master can enlighten you. Master can only point at your true nature so that you look deeper into yourself. But when the fruit gets ripened through something non-verbal, there happens a surrender. It's not a magical impact which happens through the look. It's your true nature connected to the eyes look of the master, sees itself like in a mirror. But for that, a certain ripeness, inner ripeness is needed. I can look at you, but when you are looking, you are looking into your mind. When you look into the source, not into the mind, then probably this darshan may happen.
I have no mind. So try to only heart. I come by heart here. I am a businessman. If I use my mind, I would earn a million. I am here for leaving my money there. Yeah, 24 hours into 7 business doing business. Yeah, but I stopped all and let me go to Lord and get something. I am working by heart, I come.
That means your heart will bring you home. Don't have doubt.
So it will definitely bring you home. Don't hesitate, don't doubt.
No, I have no doubt, but I found the poster and my mighty Guru get me like Lord Ramana, give me one look at transform. So that is the only crux point. I am happy at my stage. I have made pyramid at my home. I teach so many people meditation on breath. I am fulfilled. I have many followers throughout the world. And another pyramid I am making. In pyramid, when we meditate, it make 10 times energy. Like Egypt, I made at my home. I am living near Delhi, Gurgaon.
You should understand what are you searching in reality.
Because I saw a poster, maybe she is up to the grade of Lord Ramana Maharshi. By one look, she can transform me and I can give benefit to others. I don't want anything. I am full by spiritual and everything. I want such a good power that if I look a person going, he should be realized. Or she should be realized. Even if I see plant, it should be realized. Like Lord Ramana, see the cow, get moksha. I want for other. I am in moksha. I am already moksha. By every way. And I am teaching so many people meditation. made pyramid and making many pyramids. My determination is 1 million pyramid I have to make throughout the world.
Moksha doesn't happen by a miracle or by magic. It is same like love will not happen by a demand. Love just happens between two people as some union. Same. Here, freedom happens as a union. When internally you are ready and your heart is open enough, then you can see it in anything. Don't put responsibility on a guru. No one can grant you this unless yourself you are not pointing inside and not see it inside. Before Ramana Maharshi cow got enlightenment, for many years it was with him, and her heart was open to Ramana. This is why the merging and love happened.
But should I meditate on my breath, or should I meditate on my heart, or should I meditate on my navel? What is the easiest way so that I can become Guru and give like Lord Ramana everything?
You can do whatever you like. But in this doing, point attention at the one who is aware of this doing. Only by being aware of the seer, you can merge with your true nature. Little bit confusion to meditate on the breathing or on the heart. Maybe better we speak about the feeling of presence, on how to be present in different life situations. You are talking about different techniques. These techniques are just the initial preparation for deepening into yourself. If you have read Ramana Maharshi, the only technique which he is recommending is Atma Vichara, to be aware of who am I, to inquire who am I. Same, who am I, who is meditating, who is doing any technique, who is doing the meditation. Find the one who is doing meditation. Look into the source from where the awareness of all the processes happens. Meditation, breathing, whatever else. It's the only technique that leads to full liberation. When being aware of who you are, you won't have any questions. I am that is the answer from the mind. You must find the answer which lies in your heart, not in the sensual heart, part of the feelings. I'm speaking about the spiritual heart, which is your true self.
How we can make difference? It is from that divine heart, or from that physical heart, or from mind. Everything is in one body. So how can I know?
It's not somewhere in space. It's not in a certain place in space. It is from where awareness of everything happens. Seeing, hearing, feeling, sensations of the body. What's the source of that? You should study that. There's no an answer which satisfies you unless you yourself be aware of that.
Carry on, carry on. Thank you.
The only meditation which you should do is the meditation on who am I? Sincerely ask and don't answer from the mind. Just look into the source of this question.
All by honest way. But she replied me with patience, say, convey my gratitude, thanks, and many, many thanks to her. And but I do all by honest.
Please tell about the dark night of the soul. Does it occur to everyone? Those who had it, they tell that it's like a feeling of death, like some horrible fear. Is this a condition, obligatory condition? I don't give an advice of listening to some concepts, what happens, because everyone having their own path, it's individual. Someone perceives suffering as the dark night of the soul. Someone finds pointers in sufferings for further rising in their spiritual level. That all depends on your own perception. If you have a lot of fear inside, you're afraid of the path, you will be perceiving every negative event very intensely, like as if you're getting some intense influence and take it dramatically. But if you are following the path of the heart, everything gets lighter, everything feels lighter, and even the most negative circumstances of life can be experienced lightly with understanding that these are the lessons of life. The dark night of the soul happens when you have resistance, inner resistance. When you have inner surrender, whatever dark night, it turns into light. Remember, understand that everything is in your perception. Whatever what you are aware of, you can paint with your own colors. People create the dark night by painting it by their own perception. Don't listen to anyone, go on your own path, and don't focus on what happens to some other people. Not to everyone it happens this way. All the beings who don't know themselves are in the dark night of the soul. All the events are suffering for them. This is the real dark night. But when you are following the enlightenment path, your path lightens up more and more. You can't call it a dark night anymore. It becomes like a dawn. Once you start a spiritual path, you are moving to the dawn. It's getting brighter and brighter with every step. What happens to karma when we don't pay attention to the mind and stay in the source? We are conditioned in the mind, in the world. So what happens to karma? When you are in the source, there is no karma. Karma is there where is space and time. The source is beyond space and time. It's beyond everything. That's why when you're in the source, there is no any karma.
So old karma
is finished?
The karma which has already been realized, the prarabdha karma, which is manifested, like the plate is broke, it's already happened. Yes, certainly, it gives imprint in the body, and there are some karmic moments, right? While there is the body, the remnants of the karma will be. But if you are aware of yourself as not the body, it isn't a problem. It isn't a problem for you anymore, and you do not develop the new karma.
Up to 30 kilometers of Aruna Chala, only they can join, those karma finished. Nobody can join here. 30 kilometers of radius, only those soul can enter, those karma finished.
I was going 3 times and my karma is still with me.
3 times you come here, 3 times. Your karma finished.
Excuse me, we have a question.
So in this path, we tend to not pay attention to feelings and emotions because it's pictures passing by. And my question is that because I've seen lots of people suffer because of repressing a lot emotions, because not looking and then it's an illusion. Can this be blocked in the body afterwards because it's not released and it's not looked at, like denying the negative or the positive?
Suppressing emotions is very harmful. It's one of the stages. Once you start living through emotion and looking into emotions without fear, and while opening his heart, this kind of people, they should learn first to experience, to look in the eyes of their fears. But the next stage is going beyond all the emotions.
So not feeling so much that you need to repress or feel in the next stage is easier, no?
Yes, correct. Because there are some people who are emotionally so much, their emotions are so much movable that they cannot be adequate. They express emotions too much actively and they are not aware of who they are.
Identify with them.
Yes, very much absorbed with the world of emotions and feelings, and they are stuck in it. Suppressing emotions is one pole apart, and another pole is the expressing of emotions too much. So look into the source who is aware of all the emotions, and that's the only path.